What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone. Welcome back to a live show. As I put in the chat, I said there's not going to be a live show because of an emergency, and as you can see, I'm not set up because the Wi-Fi is horrible. So I'm not even sure if the stream is gonna hold up. So let me know if I'm live, and I'm gonna set up while I'm live, and I will try to make it work. Let's see. Let me know if I'm live, by the way, because there's no Wi-Fi. For some reason, I cannot get the Wi-Fi up for work. Let me know if I'm live, people. I am live. Okay. Again, it's not going to be a very long one because I have no idea how long the Wi-Fi is going to hold up. It goes and it comes back for like 10, 15 minutes. So that's why I put in the chat no live stream, but it's up and running for now. So I will do a live stream until I have some bad feedback on my end, and then I will wrap it up. But the title of the show is sorry for the hectic start. The title of the show is last week, the final week. This is it. It's sad. It's really sad. But this is it. We play Sanitana on Sunday. If you beat Sanitana, you are into the Champions League. Which is the bare minimum, but apparently the main goal at the start of the season. So you beat Sanitana, and it's done. You're in. You did what you had to do apparently this season. Allegri did a great job. The players did their job. That's what the media is going to talk about. Blah blah blah, all the good stuff, I guess. And Sunday, it's over. You move on. You go to Wednesday, where you face Atalanta in the Coppa Italia final, where you need to do we play Atalanta? We play Atalanta in the Coppa Italia final Wednesday. Yeah, I'm all over the place. Where you need to win, like you need to beat need to beat Atalanta in the Coppa Italia final. There's no ifs, there's no buts. Like you need to win on Sunday against Sanitana. No excuses. I need to go on Wednesday, and you need to beat Atalanta. I don't want to hear Locatelli is injured. I don't want to hear Danilo is Locatelli is suspended and Danilo is injured. I don't want to hear that. That's it. 3 years into the job, you win the Coppa Italia, and that's it. I don't care about it. And you beat Sanitana. However, the reality is we are very capable of not beating Sanitana on Sunday. We are. Like, our form is so poor that it actually suggests it's more likely that we're not going to beat Sanitana on Sunday. Damn it. On Sunday. We should, and it should be extremely easy. We should be making it look very easy. You go into that Sanitana game and it should be over by halftime, basically. That's what you need to do. Am I expecting us to go into the Sanitana game and beat the hell out of them? No. Like, that's not what we do. I'll be absolutely stunned if we do that. But that's not the case, And even then, I don't really care. You just get it done, because I don't want to go away to Bologna or the final day on the match day and worry about Champions League football. Are we going to get Champions League football? You get it done on Sunday, basically. A lot of talk this week about injuries. I'm not even sure. I've been extremely busy. I've seen the Yildiz updates. Maybe he will be back. Maybe he will not be back. I've seen Danilo updates. I've seen Alexandro injured. I've seen De Chilio injured. I don't really care. Like, I'm not going to lie. I don't really care. It doesn't even matter who's injured. Like, even with a fit squad, we're poor. We look poor, So I don't even know what type of difference is gonna be without Danilo, without an Alexandro in the squad. Like, is it gonna be a massive difference? I doubt it, but it is what it is, I guess. So that being said, all the talk, all the media buzz, and all the stories this week about, is it gonna be Antonio Conte? Is it gonna be Motta? Is Allegri gonna be on a sabbatical? All the clips about that Roma game where all the focus, I think everybody saw the clips where Allegri was shouting on the sideline saying press, and all those things, and the team not pressing, and Gatti giving the ball away, and people are like, "Oh, you see, Allegri's not asking these things." I'm like, he's playing Gatti. Like, see, if he keeps giving the ball away 4 times in a game, that's on you. Like, he's done that all season. If you keep picking Gatti, then you're the issue. Like, he's not picking himself. Like, when players are injured, he's benching Rugani. He's bringing in an injured Decilio out of nowhere. He's playing Alexandro the moment he's fit, then injured again, back into the squad. You play Gatti, who's been terrible, is giving the ball away, and then you get angry and people are like, you see, the players are crap. I'm like, yeah, Gatti's not good, but he's picking him. He has other options. He is picking him. Not me, not Gatti himself. It's him. So I'm not going for all those excuses. When he says press and the team is not pressing, I'm like, if the team's not pressing, it's because, and it's very simple. As a team, in training, whatever, that's not what you do. That's not what you do. You cannot press once, twice a game where the players are like, we're not going to do it now. But if it happens every single time an opposition team tries to play out from the back and you're not pressing as a team, then the issue is not 1, 2 players. It's a mindset throughout the squad. It's what you do in training. It's not drilled in. It's as simple as that. So I'm not going to go with those clips and say, oh, you see, Allegri is trying to coach, because it's very easy to say that on clips. What we do know, 3 seasons, it's been poor. And it's come to a point where 3 games into the season in Serie A, we are here sitting here saying, oh, we need to beat Salernitana, who have been relegated for, what is it, 3, 4 weeks now? I think it is 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm not sure, but everybody knew they were going to get relegated a month and a half ago, basically. That's what it's coming to. Beating Salernitana on Sunday. Coppa Italia against Atalanta. And yes, Atalanta are on good form, whatever. But the fact that we're going into the game and we're being portrayed as underdogs, basically, is unacceptable to me. It's unacceptable. I'm not going to go into the game. I will do my preview. I'm not going to say, oh, we are the underdogs. We are the favorites. We need to beat Atalanta in the Coppa Italia final. Like, we just need to beat Atalanta in the Coppa Italia final. There are no excuses. I don't care if Allegri's going to be here. I don't care if Allegri's going to not be here next summer. That is besides the point. That on Sunday, you win, and on Wednesday, you do the same thing against Atalanta. That's as simple as that. Because the season could be over. The season could be over, the season could be over this week, and I think everybody's looking forward to that. Even the players, even the coach, I think even the club, I think it's just, that should be the focus. The focus should be, after Wednesday, it's done. It should be done. You beat Salernitana, it's done. You beat you beat Atalanta, and it's done. And then everybody goes their separate way. Is Allegri's going to leave? Is Vlahovic going to stay? Is Chiesa not going to sign that deal? Is Bremer willing to leave? Is Rabiot not going to sign that deal? Is McKennie going to get sold because he's not accepting the transfer, the contract renewal? All those things are chat for later. But from now until Wednesday, it should be about winning 2 games. I don't want to come on Thursday and preview a game against Bologna that we need to win, otherwise Roma could catch us. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't have time for that. I don't have the energy anymore for that, if I'm being completely honest. The only energy I have is actually for Wednesday a little bit. Not even for Sunday. Because we need to beat Salernitana. That's it, But yeah, like I said, a lot of talk, a lot of ex-players chipping in and having their say on those things and whatever. The season has been poor. I've seen reports today in Gazzetta dello Sport saying, oh, if we're up big against Salernitana, Diallo can get minutes. I'm like, at this point, I don't, I forgot Diallo as a player. Whatever, I don't care. If we win, then next week Fagioli could start, which is positive maybe, and then Rugani could start and he can start. I'm like, nobody cares, I guess. Excuse me. If we beat Salernitana in the last 2 games, they don't matter. If Diallo's gonna start, like, nobody's gonna gonna glue himself to the TV screen to watch us play Bologna and Monza just because Diallo is gonna get a start. I don't think even if Fajoli is gonna play, everybody's gonna sit there and be like, yeah, that's it. Everybody's gonna watch that game, or the people who are gonna watch that game is people like me who never miss a game and just watch the game, but it's only the focus of get it done with, get it over with, and we move on. We move on. That's basically it. That's just what it is right now. And people do hit the like button. Um, if the only thing that matters is that we qualify for Champions League, then once we do, I want. Once we do, I want to see Diallo. Yeah, but that's my point. I don't think, like, I don't think people are gonna stay home to watch us play Bologna or Monza just because they want to see. They can see Diallo. Excuse me. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna be the case. So, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. I guess it's just I was watching, or not watching. I'm lying. I was listening. I had it on the background to Alfredo Pedula talking on his channel about the coaching, and he said, and it could be a good explanation as of why Allegri's agent came out and said these things and said, hey, Giuntoli needs to be honest. If Allegri's out, just let the media, let the world know. Because Alfredo Pedula was saying that in January, the first month or so of January, Giuntoli decided, which is crazy because up to that point, up to that point, we were still in it. We were still quote unquote fighting for the title. So that was a very weird story. But he said in January, Giuntoli already decided that Allegri's not going to be the coach no matter what happens. He's going to change coach, and it's going to be Motta. And that everything is in place, only the signing is missing. Like, it's not about bonuses and length of the deal and players. Like, it's done. It's just pen to paper, basically, right now. But he said in January, Giuntoli decided that it's done for Allegri, which is a crazy story. And maybe it explains why Allegri's agent comes out a day before, or match day itself, excuse me, or the day before match day, talking about Giuntoli needs to be honest. If you want Allegri to say it public. If you want him to leave, state it publicly. Because as of now, he's only saying we will talk at the end of the season, and Allegri say the same thing. We will talk at the end of the season. I'm like, no. You have 1 year left on your deal. You talk right now. Like, if you're gonna stay, if the club wants you to stay, you talk already right now. You talk about, if you get Champions League, this and this is on the table. We need to do this and this. We need to act ASAP for his contract or not. But the fact that that's still not happening, and they're saying, oh, we will see at the end of the season, and he's doing a good job, and I love the club, and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you have 1 year left on your deal. Doing a good job or loving the club, that's not how you reward that type of quote-unquote behavior. If the club believes he's doing a good job, the contract would have signed. That contract situation would have been much clearer by now. But it's still all up in the air. It's still messy, and maybe that's affecting the players. I don't know. Maybe. I think it's more so affecting Allegri and the way he transmits certain things to the players, and that's affecting the players. I think it's going that way because I don't think the squad is really sitting there and being like, man, is Allegri going to be here? Yes or no? And then going on the pitch, I'm like, I don't think that. Because I think a lot of these players do not care about who the coach is going to be, bar a few. So that's that. If we play our best starting 11, I think this is the first game in a long time I believe we will win. We have 2 wins and 15, but Sanitana has 2 wins all season. They are literally the only team with worse form. Would you be surprised if you don't beat Sanitana? Like, would anyone be surprised if you don't beat Sanitana? I wouldn't. We need to win, and I think we're gonna win. But if we don't win, it's like, yeah, it's normal. Like right now, for us, that's very normal. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't beat Sanitana. It will be absolutely insane, but it will be very normal at the same time. It will be very normal. Like somebody said, 2 wins, whatever. Like, our form is insane. It's so poor, and again, the media, like, it's so poor, and the media is not even focusing on it. I think tomorrow there will be no questions about, hey buddy, you won 2 out of 15. Isn't it about time you start winning games, even though there are only 3 left? Like, sorry for not asking you that 4 weeks ago when we should be asking, or even 5-6 weeks ago when we should be asking you those questions. Let me ask you that right now. but they're not. They're not doing that. It's just it feels normal for the media. It feels normal what's happening. I don't think anyone is deeping it. Chiesa will win the game by himself in the first half. Just beat Sanitana, even if it's a last minute deflected goal. I don't care. Like, we need that Champions League money. I don't want to go into the Bologna game focusing on can we do it? Yes or no. I don't want to do that. I don't even know who Roma play. Let me check because I'm actually very curious to see who they play. They play. Do they play Monday? When do Roma play? They play Sunday as well. That's crazy. They play midweek. Oh, they play Atalanta away, and they play midweek, and they play on the same day as us, which is insane. But yeah, so one of them is gonna drop points. But yeah, I don't want to go into the Bologna game or the Monza game thinking about we need to beat Sanitana, we need to beat Bologna, or we cannot lose against it's crazy. It's crazy, but it's very realistic. Atalanta away, they won't win. They could win. They could win. It could that game could go either way. But then again, Bologna, Atalanta drops points, so it is what it is. I guess. The internet is holding on for now, so I'm gonna go on for another 5 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Excuse me. I will be back live on Sunday post game. I will do a live show around the same time to discuss whatever there is to discuss, I guess. But yeah, I talked about players. Like Danilo's not gonna be there. Sandro unlikely. Yildiz unlikely. I don't really care who's gonna play. It's just getting the job done. Chiesa was in good form last week. He was apparently tired. That's why he pulled him. He obviously needs to start. Vlahovic needs to start. All these players need to be out there, I guess. And you just get the job done. No injuries, ahead of the Coppa Italia final. That's what the focus should be, I think, on or the second point on Sunday, other than actually winning that game, period. So that's that, I guess. But yeah, am I confident? Yeah, we need to beat Sanitana. So I think we will beat, but I wouldn't be shocked if we don't. So I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to say we're going to win 2-0. And just keep it moving to Wednesday, where we will need to show up, and we will probably need to do something we haven't done in ages, it feels like, but especially in the last 15 games, and actually show up, play a solid game, take your chances, I guess. But first you start with Sunday. That's that, for so many reasons that's so important, even more so than winning the Coppa Italia, qualifying for Champions League. So let's see how that will go, people. But like I said, I will be back live on Wednesday post-game. Sunday post-game. And probably also on Wednesday post-game, no matter what happens. So stay tuned for that. But that's it for me. My Wi-Fi is holding on like Allegri is holding on to his job. It's going to break down in a minute or so because I can see it go down for some reason. So I'm going to try to fix that so I can be back live on Sunday for a call-in show. People who have joined in, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe. If you're rewatching, do the same thing.